Purdue. That's because my chickens have to pass 65 tough quality inspections, 22 more than so-called grade A. So if you're not buying a bona fide Purdue chicken, how can you be sure you're buying the best quality chicken? Feeling lucky?
Treasure Island, the most celebrated outdoor furniture stores in America, voted #1 in a survey of leading interior decorators. The fact is, there's no one like us anywhere. Treasure Island, a most unusual store.
Today on 2 News, another Superman tragedy. We'll tell you how Margot Kidder went from Lois Lane to down and out in L.A. Then day 2 of the bidding wars. Find out just how far some people will go to own a piece of Camelot.
How far were you prepared to go?
Till they told me it was mine.
And if you think getting older means losing your sex drive, wait till you hear about sex in the 80s. Plus, what happened to spring? Ira Joe Fisher tells you if the warm weather will make a quick comeback. Today at 5.
How to cut your car insurance rates, Thursday at 11 on 2 News.
Hey!
Sorry.
What are you off to in such a hurry?
I'm looking for Cal. I went to his room and he wasn't there. Do you know where he is?
Oh, I sent him down to the lab for some tests.
Does that mean there's some progress?
I wish I could say yes, Lily, but no, not yet. But when I get the results of the test, then I'll talk to him.
Is there anything you can tell me?
Not without Cal being here. Excuse me, I want to check on my wife.
Your wife? She's here in the hospital?
Yeah, I guess you didn't read about it. It was in all the newspapers.
Oh, I've been pretty busy. What happened?
Automobile accident.
Oh, is she all right?
Well, she will be.
Can I see her?
I think she'd like that.
Ta-da! He's back, ladies and gentlemen. He's back. Here he is, right here in the flesh. Come back to see you. Don't get up. It's okay.
Sir Isaac Walton. Oh. Did you bring me any fish?
In my pocket.
Oh.
So, tell me, what's been going on with Lisa since the party?
It's just everything as I told you. It all worked out as I said. She was very upset, distressed, so much so that I believe she has fled the country. This is beautiful. It's an hour before midnight. Is this your usual time for dinner? Thank you.
Well, there's no usual time for anything in Hong Kong. It's up and running 24 hours a day.
That could be exhausting.
Or exhilarating, depending upon your point of view.
Well, the view is exhilarating and timeless.
Timeless?
Yes. Oh, you see that ancient boat? Oh, what do you call
you mean
that?
the junk?
A junk, yes. It's out there full sail in the middle of the harbor, amid all of the modern-day freighters.
No, you're right. It is timeless. You know, not many Westerners would have understood that. But then you're different.
Really? In what way?
I think, well, you defy category. In fact, you defy any kind of category.
I thank you, Martin. That is just a beautiful sight.
And so are you. Let me show you Hong Kong. My Hong Kong.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Tom?
You're coming in loud and clear, Jess. Tape's rolling. Good luck.
Okay, here we go.
Jessica,
What are you doing here?
We need to talk.
No, not now. We'll call you.
Yes, now. We're in a lot of trouble, and you better level with me, or we're all going to jail. All right. So, now that I have your attention, we need to have a serious discussion, gentlemen.
Oh, another one. We've had so many.
Not on this subject.
Something new?
Yes, to me. You may be accustomed to breaking the law, but I'm not.
Good, Jess. Give him the bait.
What are you babbling about, Ms. Griffin? We've done nothing illegal. If you have, then I suggest that you retain us to protect you from...
Oh, no, don't give me that. You hired me to defend a client because his constitutional rights were violated. You said I did that.
And very well, too, for a Bush League lawyer.
But I did not sign on to get involved with blowing up a DA's car.
As the World Turns. Brought to you today by Mountain Grown Folgers Coffee, the best part of waking up.
Wake up. Remember, we decided to start our morning walk today?
Can't wait.
Wake up to naturally decaffeinated Folgers with the richness of mountain-grown beans and all the aroma and taste of regular Folgers. In fact, if you didn't know Folgers decaffeinated was decaffeinated.
You know, with all these changes, I'm glad we didn't switch to decaffeinated. Nothing wakes me up like this.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Even decaffeinated.
Just needed to wake up.
I know, honey.
We bought the business from Jimmy's father. That's why he pushes himself. He doesn't want to disappoint the old man. His back began giving him grief last month. He'd take Advil, plug along, but at the end of the day, it just wasn't enough. So his doctor said to try a leave. Take it every 8 to 12 hours.
Oh, I like that.
Winds up at the end of the day, a leave is stronger relief than a dose of Advil. A leave was all it took. This year, he may even take a day off.
You take enough for both of us.
Aleve. All day strong, all day long.
The first thing everyone notices about my mom is her smile. My dad calls it her secret weapon. So I understood why she was worried about keeping her gums healthy. And I told her exactly what my dentist told me. Switch to Crest plus Gum Care. No other toothpaste is proven to help protect against gingivitis. It'll help keep our gums healthier. I know it worked, because the less my mom worries, the more she smiles. And I like that. It's your smile. Shouldn't you protect it with Crest?
Are you out of your mind?
Relax. Miss Griffin doesn't mean that as an accusation, do you? We would never be party to a felonious assault.
With intent to kill?
Nothing illegal, ever. And I must say that I find your concern about this puzzling. What makes you think you could be implicated?
Push it.
Let's cut to the chase. I work for you. You work for the guy who ordered a bomb wired to Tom Hughes's car.
Ridiculous.
That makes me an accessory, and so are you. So in order for us to not be disbarred or go to jail, we have to trust each other.
We trust you, implicitly, Ms. Griffin. But your logic's faulty, and your imagination's on overdrive. Now let me repeat, as clearly as I can. We have no knowledge, no involvement, no interest in whatever this fantasy of yours is.
I thought that the conspiracy theorists died with the Kennedy assassination.
Go to Plan B, Jess. Plan B.
Well, as long as we're in the realm of fantasy here, as you just put it, let me offer you a scenario.
Ah, possible movie deal. Oh, well, by all means, Ms. Griffin, press on.
Well, since I am your front man here in Oakdale.
Shame on you, Ms. Griffin. Front person.
Ooh.
For two high-priced lawyers, you're pretty stupid. You hired me to take this simple case because I know the DA, the judges, and important contacts in Oakdale. And now that has become very valuable for another reason.
You're starting to bore me.
Am I? Well, we're both caught in this legal situation.
For the sake of argument, what legal situation?
Now you're starting to bore me.
Easy, Jess. Set them up.
Jail, disbarment, probably worse. Now suppose the bad guys decide that we're a liability.
What are you selling?
Harrison?
I could find a way, a legitimate way, to remove both you and myself from this case. But you have to tell me the truth about everything that's going on.
back to conspiracy theories, really.
And as a local, I may be able to clean up after your big client.
What big client?
The one with the money and the power. What, am I supposed to believe that Clegg paid to have himself hung in his cell?
Suicide.
Murder. I mean, I'm done. I'm through. Unless I know who, how, and why. Everything.
But for the sake of argument, let's say that there might be a client. He or she would demand complete anonymity, and our information, knowledge would, if there were any, fall under the attorney-client privilege.
Okay, yeah, well, let's say that there is a client, and why don't we just get them on the phone, he or she, and ask them if I can be part of the game.
Yes. A call to Mason on their phone gives me physical evidence I can use.
There's no way our client's identity is a secret.
You wish.
What does that mean?
The DA knows it's our police commissioner, Big Bill Mason.
Excuse me, nurse? Hi, I'm supposed to deliver these flowers to room 230, and like a dummy, I lost the card.
Mr. Strickland's not in his room right now, but if you'd like, I could be your delivery person.
Thank you. I'd like that. Lots.
Well, who should I say that they're from?
His granddaughter.
Oh, Lily.
There you go. Lily. Thanks again.
Anytime.
Lily.
See you later.
Okay.
I meant what I said about working at WIK. I'll do all I can. I've been kind of at loose ends lately, staying out at the farm and taking care of Luke, so this would be a way to take up the slack for me.
Good, good. You know, I'm always happy to have any kind of input from you.
Oh. Well, you'll see me there at the station then.
Good.
I better get back. Hal's probably finished with his tests
You
by
should
now.
give him my love.
I will. I will. Okay. You take care of yourself, okay?
Thank you.
Everyone told me what to expect. Still, I never realized how delicate her skin would be. But the hospital did. They put her in Pampers. It's got this lock-away core that pulls wetness away and keeps it away to help keep her skin dry. No regular diaper protects her better or keeps her happier, which makes me happy too.
Hospitals know healthy skin is dry skin. Maybe that's why 81% of them use Pampers. Pamper your baby. Make them happy, keep them dry.
Take a good look through Transitions lenses. The lightweight plastic prescription lenses with a special tint that lightens and darkens as the light changes. Lightweight plastic lenses that darken and lighten just like that. It's comfort you can see day or night, outside or inside. Ask for Transitions lenses.
Call 1-800-680-6700 for the Transitions Lenses Eye Care professional near you.
Now just because I wear mascara here doesn't mean I have to wear it here.
New Revlon Color Stay Lash Color sets in seconds for all-day wear and won't smudge off.
Even when you do this, even when he does this.
Revlon Color Stay Lash Color won't smudge off.
To really freshen your breath, give it both barrels. Mentadent mouthwash in new cool mint. Baking soda and peroxide combine, creating surging bubbles you can feel. Mentadent mouthwash, freshen your breath all the way to clean.
How well does your pad or tampon work at night? Kotex has a revolutionary idea. Kotex Personals disposable underwear. Wear them with your pad or tampon for the best protection. Unlike ordinary underwear, only Kotex Personals have a stain barrier to help protect your clothes and bedding, day and night. Try Kotex Personals. It's the most protection you can buy.
Tonight on The Late Show with David Letterman,
It's your lucky night.
with actor Samuel L. Jackson, plus comedian Jeff Altman and music group Los Lobos. Tonight.
Here, try this.
Oh, that is, delectable. I've had them some in the States, but
Nothing like this?
no comparison at all. Thank you for bringing me here.
Oh, you brought your own sweet self to Hong Kong. I'm merely bringing my city to you.
And that you have. I can't get over it. Look out there. The harbor is still so busy, and it's midnight. How can that be?
You know, it is Asia. We're busy outrunning our past in hopes of catching up with our future.
That is a very well put and a very interesting thought.
Do you know how the harbor was created? The story?
No, I don't. Tell me.
Well, let me see. Many, many years ago, this harbor was all a valley.
Really?
Well, so the legend goes. And it was full of oxen and farmers, and everybody worked very hard. Now, one day, the Dragon of Happiness came down from his cave high up on the mountain on one side of the valley to wish a farmer and his newborn son much good fortune. Now, hearing the celebration, from his cave on the other side of the valley was the Dragon of Sorrow, and he came down spewing fire. Very sadly, killed the farmer and his son. Well, the villagers panicked and they fled to mainland China, leaving nobody in the valley except the two dragons, who then fought to the death. And finally, the Dragon of Happiness won. But you know, it was a Pyrrhic victory because now he was all alone. So he wept, day and night, for 7 years. And the result of his tears?
Hong Kong Harbor. Aw, that's really a beautiful fable, and I could almost believe it.
Well, you know, one has to believe in the impossible if one's to face the future in Hong Kong. Or at least I must.
Why do you say that?
Because all this is going to change. Next year, the Chinese take over Hong Kong from the British.
Really? Is it that? I had no idea it was so soon.
Yes, I'm afraid Her Majesty's lease is up.
Well, that's terrible. How does this affect?
Well, it's going to affect a lot of people. It could be disastrous. There's a possibility, in fact, it's pretty likely, that the Chinese will want to nationalize all businesses, including my own.
That's just terrible. Why don't you move your business to another country, like England, before the Chinese take over?
It's not that simple. Remember, I'm a manufacturer. I can't, like a money changer, move my assets by fax.
Well, there ought to be some way to get them out of the country, though.
Well, I suppose there is if I want to be rational or practical. Lisa, I may be British, but my home is here in Hong Kong. I love this city. I was brought up here. This harbor is part of my life.
I really feel so bad for you, Martin. I do. And I wish I could help.
You do, Lisa. Just by listening. Excuse me. Let's move on. Enough of my sad tale. I've much to show you.
Now?
Well, yes, if you're not too tired.
Me? Tired? Heavens, no. Lead on, Macduff.
Until you cry, hold, enough.
Vainest? Oh, look at that face. Now, what is that face expressing? Look at those other faces.
Ta-dum! Revenge is a dish best served cold.
Well, I think you played her quite masterfully.
Hey, what goes around comes around,
If
Toots.
she is listening to what you are saying to her, possibly she will drop some of her ditzy little girls.
Oh, I think that's a little too much to ask.
Well, I don't know where she is now, but for her own sake, I hope she's not just going overboard without any forethought or rhyme or reason. Okay.
To be with you in your world is to be in a place of fraud, of fakery, of self-deception. Enough, okay?
Okay.
You know, maybe I was a little too cruel to her.
I don't think that you were cruel enough.
You don't really? Really? You know?
Having second thoughts?
Oh, no, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't,
John,
you know,
look at the equation. What she did to you, what you did to her. Come on.
You're
you
right.
Can't.
You're right, my darling. You're right. I had a weak moment there. Okay, that's over. That's done. Now, back to business, Oak, which means medicine. Now, since Memorial has thrown me out for good, that means I got to go someplace else.
I have said it before. Private practice. I'd be happy to invest in you. I would do it.
I know you would, and I appreciate the offer, but I'm a heart surgeon, which means I've got to have a surgery. See, that means I've got to have a hospital. And since Memorial is out, well, I've got an appointment with the personnel director, Mr. Peterson from St. Joseph's, this afternoon. We're going to have some lunch.
Wonderful. So you're taken care of. You don't need me. Wonderful. But I offered. I'm a good Joe.
You are a good Joe. You're the only one that was in my corner solidly the whole time, and I appreciate it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
told you that. Look at the tape.
I don't want to look at the tape. How about Margot?
Yeah, I was going to ask you about Margot. How did she take the little surprise I had for Lisa?
Well, she called. I told you that. We don't lunch, you know, but
Meaning
she
it's
loves you.
Gonna
She
take a
loves you.
while for
yes,
her to
it
come
might.
around.
It might take a little while, but she'll come around.
Well, maybe then I ought to just stop off there on my way over to have lunch, see if I can foster a more forgiving attitude.
She's out of town, but you could pay a call on Tom. He may need it.
Tom? What's the matter with Tom?
Tom's car. There was a bomb in it. Blew it up.
Bomb? What are you talking about?
Oh, for God's sake, John, don't you read the newspapers? Don't you read my newspaper?
When do I have a time to read a newspaper?
There was a bomb in Tom's car, and it's very interesting. Randy, you know, little Randy with the curly hair in my paper, he covered the story. And he said there was a problem with the placement of the bomb, and that's why she wasn't killed.
Who's she?
Kim.
Kim? What does she have to do with it?
She was in the car.
Where is she now?
Presumably, she's still in Memorial.
I gotta get over there.
Oh, shh, it's okay, look. Snap. It's a happy sound. If you don't have snap, then your pants fall down. And don't forget Crackle, he's the second sound. He's the guy in the middle. Water trickles, nose tickles, peanut brittle bill. And that leaves Pop. He's quite a clown. Snap, crackle, pop. Now let's chow down.
Kellogg's Rice Krispies make it a great day.
How would you feel about a hair color that's actually good for your hair? Natural Instincts by Clairol. Natural Instincts is the first hair color with a rare blend of natural ingredients. Aloe, chamomile, ginseng. And Natural Instincts actually leaves your hair better conditioned than before you colored it. Natural Instincts by Clairol.
It's open. What are you doing here? I'm going out.
I can see that. Do we have time for coffee?
What?
It's Taster's Choice.
Taster's Choice. Rich aroma, fresh taste, right in your cup.
He's a mother's worst nightmare.
You don't know Griffin. Every man that I get involved with, you put yourself right in the middle.
And a secret she's kept for years.
Griffin Williams is Julie's father.
Now she'll do anything to hide the truth.
I know she's going to go after him. I've got to save her.
Passion rules the day on Guiding Light.
For straight talk and hard facts, see the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
I think we'll be more comfortable in here. Why don't you sit right there? A visit from the IRS, I could understand. But I can't imagine why the FBI should turn up at my door.
Well, actually, Mrs. Walsh, my business is with your daughter, Lily.
What business have you got with my daughter?
The Bureau's follow-up on the crash of Damien Grimaldi's jet.
Oh. I thought the case was closed. I thought we'd put that all to rest.
Well, no. When the weather in Maryland warmed up and the ice on that lake thawed, the FAA sent down divers to see what was left of the jet.
Oh, God. Did they find Damien's body? What did they find?
This. It's a copy of the FBI transcript on the plane's black box.
The black box? Can I? Oh, my God.
This is a summary of the findings.
my little guy. Did you take good care of Janie, huh?
Me and the farm and the animals. We went down to the barn today. Oh, he saw the new calf, fell in love with her. She licked his face and he just laughed.
You did that. Oh, you love the farm, don't you? Oh, he's tired. It's time for his nap. I'll put him down and let's have a cup of tea. We'll talk. I'll be right back.
Not now. But soon, when you're alone. I'll be back, querida.
Okay, time's up. The answer is?
No, the question is, how did you come up with Mason's name?
So he is your client.
We didn't say that.
No.
Did we, Drew?
No. Nor would we, ever.
Cagey boys. Don't confirm, don't specifically deny.
But you haven't answered my question. Miss Griffin.
Easy, Jess. Don't paint yourself into a corner.
What was the question again?
Cute. How did you come up with Commissioner Mason's name?
Well, I'm a bush leaguer from Oakdale, remember? I know the ins and outs and the way the game is played here. I'm also very good friends with the DA.
That and a token will get you on any bus in town.
So, I have ways of getting information, moving things around that you big city dudes can't get close to.
Well, very impressive. Unfortunately, it doesn't mean a damn thing. We know nothing, we say nothing.
Oh, 2 monkeys out of 3. That's impressive.
Don't get smart with me. You will say nothing that you think you know for 2 reasons. 1, you are a member of our legal team, and anything you divulge would be a violation of privilege and result in your disbarment. Then, there is the matter of your sister. You know very well you will do what we say because, dear Fiona, is it?
You damn well know what her name is.
Dear Fiona's fate is in our hands. Now you will do what we say. Nod your head once for yes.
It's McDonald's Disney Videos Masterpiece Collection Happy Meal.
Who's your favorite? Pocahontas and Cinderella. Can't have 2 favorites. Okay, Robin Hood.
8 Disney Masterpiece Collection characters in their own mini video boxes.
I like Alice in Wonderland.
I like McDonald's fries.
1 in each $1.99 hamburger Happy Meal you buy your kids.
My favorite's Merlin. No, Aladdin.
Guess we know Aggie's favorite.
Looking for something?
Yeah, that dime from Sprint's long distance plan.
Having trouble finding it, huh?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the dark.
Well, that's because depending on when you call, the Sprint Sense rate isn't always a dime. In fact, it could be a quarter.
That puts a whole new light on things.
And on average, most people can save more with AT&T True Reach Savings than with Sprint Sense when they spend just $25 a month. So, what do you think?
I think I found what I'm looking for.
That's your true choice, AT&T.
Finally, a food carrier designed to carry food. New Pyrex Portables. Thermal packs keep food cold or hot for hours. Pyrex Portables, the way to go.
How fast does maximum strength Ambisol start to relieve cold and canker sore pain? Before you can say,
Ambisol.
Get maximum strength relief from minor mouth pain on contact. Maximum strength Ambisol. Put it on. The pain is gone.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
Tonight, Drew Carey, Billy Crystal, Rosie O'Donnell.
My real name is Anthony Little Feet Gambino.
A dazzling reunion of stand-up megastars. Catch a rising star, CBS tonight.
America's Night of Television.
They call it midlife crisis.
A father's temptation.
As far as I'm concerned, you're not my father.
Will Ted Shackelford be touched by an angel? CBS Saturday.
This is CBS.
Hi, I'm Bob Vila. If your home needs replacement windows, you sure don't need an expert to tell you. You probably already know it, but maybe you don't know exactly how to go about shopping for them. Well, Sears can help. Just call the toll-free number on your screen and we'll mail this Window Shopper's Kit to you. This kit includes a booklet called The Homeowner's Guide to Choosing Windows, a checklist of what problems to look for on your old windows, and look at this, we'll even send you a free measuring tape and instructions on how to measure for new windows. This kit is free in the mail from Sears. The kit also includes free literature detailing all of the many styles of custom manufactured replacement windows Sears can have built for you. Get your complete Window Shopper's Kit free in the mail simply by calling us right now. The kit includes the measuring tape, the Homeowner's Guide to Choosing Windows, and literature with complete information about all of the custom-built windows Sears can have manufactured for you. This Window Shopper's Kit from Sears may be just the thing you need to answer some replacement window questions. We'll mail it to you free. Just call.
We're about to rip these gangsters up and make them over. Now they've got great new looks and their entire lives are turning around. Randy provides the sounds for the feel-good show of the year, Roughneck Makeovers next to Geraldo.
Today at 3 on Channel 2.
The female coleslaw wrestler caught on tape on hard copy.
Well, as soon as we get your papers and get you dressed, we'll take you home.
I just heard. How are you doing?
Why don't you ask her doctor?
How's she doing?
She's doing fine. What are you doing here?
Lucinda just told me Tom's car exploded. You were there? Slight concussion and...
Stop playing doctor.
I am a doctor.
Not at this hospital, and not with my family.
What's your problem?
You. All the lousy stunts to pull.
I didn't blow up Tom's car.
Oh, John. He's talking about what you did to Lisa.
Oh, that. I guess you didn't take the unengagement party too well, huh?
Guess again.
On the contrary, she took it with great dignity. She kept the party going and she danced the night away.
Really, that isn't what I heard.
That's because Lucinda left early.
Well, if she took it that well, I guess there was no harm done. It's no big deal, huh?
No harm done? You romanced her relentlessly, made her fall in love with you, pretended to be in love with her, faked an engagement?
That ring was real. Cost me plenty of dough. You think I could get her to give it back to me?
Somebody ought to put it around your neck.
Yeah, John, you set her up and then you dumped her in front of half of Oakdale. How the hell could you be so cruel?
She had it coming.
For what? For trusting you and loving you?
For crying out loud, you know what she was doing to me.
That was different. At least she believed that what she was doing was the right thing to do, even if it was unjust.
Unjust? Try totally destructive.
Now that's your style, because you knew all along what you were doing to her was wrong.
And her style is to be so scatterbrained she never knows what she's doing, huh? It was more than the malpractice, you know that. I'm surprised the two of you were going on like this.
Do something that ugly and you're amazed at the consequences?
I'm surprised at you, yes, that you didn't realize what she was putting me through.
I'm so disappointed in you. You've never really changed. I wanted to believe that you had. Go away.
Before you do, if you're thinking of applying for your privileges here, don't expect any help from me.
I won't. I've got an interview over at St. Joe's anyway. They called me. It's one job Lisa can't sabotage. I'll see you.
Oh, my, this is just beautiful.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
I don't know which view I prefer most. The view at night or when the sun rises up over the harbor in the morning.
Oh, lucky you, you've got both.
Yes, I'm extremely lucky. I've had this view since I was a boy.
Martin, are you really in danger of losing all of this?
You mean when the Chinese take over?
Yeah.
Yes, I suppose we could all lose a great deal. The very idea of saying goodbye to dear old Hong Kong.
Your heart must just break at the thought. I think you and I have something very much in common there.
You mean besides the rapport?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm talking about, for me, I feel like I'm starting my life over again, well, emotional life, just as you may have to start your life over again about Hong Kong.
Well, Lisa, If that's so, then I hope that I face it with as much grace as you will. So, what are you going to be doing tomorrow?
It's already tomorrow, I thought.
Yes, so it is. Well, later today, then.
I've got meetings with the manufacturers. Remember, I told you about that.
Well, in that case, let me repeat my offer of help. You're in the hands of a person who's got a lot of contacts in that business, and a man who's dealt with conducting businesses in Asia for many years.
Let me remind you that I'm not totally inexperienced as far as business is concerned.
Ah, but the operative word here is business in Asia.
Oh. Really, I don't want to take you away from your work.
No, no, no. It's no inconvenience at all, I assure you.
In that case, all right. Thank you. I accept.
Go.
Look, do you see those people there? They're walking. Are they? It looks like they're walking with bird cages. Is that true?
Yes. Well, you know, space is at a premium in Hong Kong. You must have noticed that.
Oh, I did. Especially coming in from the airport.
So people can't have large dogs and cats in their apartments. So they have cage birds instead as pets, and they take them for walks.
Oh, come on now. Are you serious?
Oh, absolutely. Just like Americans take their dogs for walks. Because these birds are real members of the family.
Oh, that really is so charming. Look out there. Isn't that gorgeous? There's a junk, see? Full sail. Now that's a... Martin?
That's great, Margot. I'll let Jess know right away. I will. You too. Listen, tell her how good work. Tell yourself I love you. Bye. Hey, Jess, good news. Fiona's off the hook.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say, Miss Griffin?
I said, it's time to drop the dime on Big Bill Mason.
Switzer.
Give me Quinlan.
Miss Quinlan?
I just got a call. Fiona Griffin's been released from jail in New York.
You're kidding. When?
Would I kid you, Shyster, just now?
It's not possible. How could that happen?
Al Munson and Margot Hughes. There's only one place they could have gotten that information. Your little friend, Jessica Griffin, has turned mouth.
Jess, I got what we need, and your cover's blown. Copy blown. Get out now.
Crapper. We'll be back to you later, sir.
You guys messed this up, and you're dead.
Hey, you. Jessica? Jess, get out.
What about Mason? We're accessories.
Shut up, Harrison.
Keep talking, stupid.
Jess! Jess!
She's wearing the wire. She's wearing that damn wire.
Arizona is not just a state of the union. It's a state of mind. Arizona Jeanswear from the original Arizona Jean Company. It's more about attitude than latitude. It's clothes for people who think and people who care. It's clothes that fit your head. Arizona, great prices, great jeanswear for whatever state you're in. Only at JCPenney.
Now here's good news for everyone over 50. It's not age that slows most of us down. It's usually not eating right. New Resource helps guarantee you get the nutrition you need to be your best every day. Improve your diet. Improve your life with New Resource, the liquid nutritional food. And here comes more good news. Resource is the only nutritional drink with fresh fruit flavors and no fat. Only from Resource.
Still dialing 0 to call people collect? Stop! It's expensive. What to do? Dial 1-800-COLLECT. Here's how it works. Just dial 1-800-COLLECT and follow the simple instructions.
Thank you for calling 1-800-COLLECT. Enter the number you wish to call, area code first. Say your name.
Chris.
Please hold while we place your call.
1-800-COLLECT. It's easy when you know how.
Hi, honey.
Sandy had an awful allergy attack. She just wasn't herself. I took her right to the pediatrician. You know what she said? Dimetap Elixir. It has an ingredient you won't find in other leading brands for children. and the great grape taste they love. No wonder pediatricians recommend Dimetapp 3-to-1 over Benadryl. Now Sandy can be Sandy.
Doctors say Dimetapp for good reason.
Let me go! Your history, you idiot! Shut up!
What do we do now, smart guy? You've always got an answer. You got an angle. You
Shut up, Harrison, and get a grip. We do the Clegg thing. Simple. We make it look like suicide.
They'll never believe it.
An accident, then. Harrison is very good at staging accidents, like that insurance scam.
Oh!
Ow! Ow! You get away! Oh! Oh!
That was a saw use. Yeah, it felt pretty good. I'm liable to give you another shot. You know what? On second thought, arrest them, read them their rights, book them on conspiracy to commit murder, obstruction of justice, and I'll finish the list when I get down to the station.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You've got a right to an attorney.
Not this attorney.
Did a great job.
Oh.
Let yourself.
Baby. Hi, darling. How you doing? I'm not alone. I brought this guy with me. His name is Mr. West, and he's from the FBI.
FBI?
Yes, ma'am. Special Agent West.
Oh, nice to meet you.
I need to ask you some questions, Miss Grimaldi.
Come in, please.
Thank you. We have reason to believe that...
Just a minute, please, darling. I believe that we should all sit down.
No. What's going on?
Okay. The black box. The black box. The FAA have discovered the black box.
From Damien's jet.
Exactly. Now, I have read the transcript.
What did it say?
Let me put it in context for you. The assumption is your husband's plane went down because of the storm, icing on the wings and such. But the black box says no.
Meaning what, exactly?
Well, exact isn't a word we can use, but the box tells us there's no evidence the pilot had any trouble with the weather. There's no evidence he had any trouble, whatever, mechanical or otherwise. The tape just ends, which indicates...
What? For God's sake, what?
Darling, the agencies involved believe that Damien's plane was sabotaged for reasons unknown to us.
Are you saying that someone deliberately killed my husband? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am. I'm afraid it is.
Darling, come on. Sit down. Sit.
Do you know who it is?
Well, we don't know. Yet. Your husband was on his way to meet with us to reveal the extent of criminal activity within Kingsley, Malta. He wanted to clean house. Did you know anything about that?
We talked about it a lot. He was so concerned about his reputation.
I need to hear anything you know about your husband's own investigation of his company.
My daughter may not know anything, and anyway, I'm not sure this is the appropriate time for her.
I will tell you anything I can tell you to help you out.
Thank you. First, to your knowledge, who had the most to lose if your husband reached Washington with his evidence?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Lou.
Hey! Oh! Dr. Dixon. Mr. Peterson, how are you? Hello. I'm sorry I'm late. No, it's quite all right. I just got here myself, which means that we're both very punctual. Now, listen, I can recommend the burgers in this place and the homemade pie. Beyond that, you're on your own.
I'm afraid I don't have time to eat. I have a fundraising luncheon at 1.
Oh, okay. Well, sit down. Let's get right to it. I'm sure you know the facts. First of all, I've been cleared. My license to practice has been reinstated, with an apology, I might add, and I think my track record speaks for myself. Now, with not trying to sound too immodest, I think St. Joe's is a wonderful hospital, very, very good hospital, but I think it would be even better with me on staff.
I couldn't agree with you more. You're to be complimented on your work. Thank you. on your very fine work, your excellent reputation in the field of cardiology, which is why we originally contacted you, because there's a brand new cardiothoracic surgery position open at St. Joe's.
That sounds great. Right down my line. Sign me up.
I would, without a qualm. But there's a bit of a problem.
Welcome to a place where a quiet moment fuels great thoughts, where the coffee stirs the conversation and the steamiest moments are found in a cup. It's not a coffee house. It's a place called home. Introducing Italian Espresso Roast from Maxwell House. Coffee house coffee you can brew in your regular coffee maker. Deep, intense, but not bitter. It's the first coffee house coffee that's good to the last drop.
Shake and Bake changed the way America made chicken. Now we're shaking things up again. Introducing Chicken Nuggets. In just 15 minutes, make delicious crispy nuggets with Shake and Bake original recipe. Shake and Bake. There, you just made dinner.
He can run the equivalent of 200 miles per hour. Not fast enough. Nothing's faster than Black Flag. Roaches start to die instantly. Black Flag. Ready, aim, gone.
Thank you. Whoa! Since when do you eat garlic?
Since I got a handle on my heartburn.
Oh, so you're taking that medicine Mom used to take?
Zantac? Prescription Zantac? No. My doctor said Pepcid AC is all I need. You know, to control my occasional heartburn and acid indigestion.
Doctor, really?
Yeah, he said it controls acid for 9 hours all through the night. It can stop heartburn before it starts.
It stops heartburn before it starts? Oh, so you can have those double cappuccinos afterwards?
Sure. I'm in your pain.
Yeah, you're dreaming.
Ask your doctor. You can be heartburn-free with Pepcid AC.
A harvest of wheat. Orchards thick with ripe fruits and nuts. Only nature's abundance can make a cereal truly satisfying as Raisin Nut Bran. A hearty combination of nut-covered raisins, almonds, and bran flakes. Raisin Nut Bran, a hearty, satisfying cereal.
Now, the last time that we spoke, there was no problem.
No, because the new chair was funded by Lisa Grimaldi with the express purpose that you were to be put on the staff at St. Joe's. We even had an interview set up for you.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry that I missed that. I had to go out of town. I was called out of town unexpectedly. Well, I'm back now, though, so interview away.
That's why I stopped by in person, instead of telling you on the telephone. A man of your accomplishments deserves more respect.
Oh, now, wait a minute. This sounds like a kiss-off to me.
No, I wouldn't put it in those terms. It's just that Mrs. Grimaldi suddenly changed the conditions of the endowment.
What do you mean she changed? What do you mean suddenly?
A couple of days ago, at a party. I thought it was a bit precipitous, but, well, it is her money.
You mean she killed the funding?
No. She's still funding the chair. Thank God we didn't lose that.
I'm sorry, I don't understand then. What did she change?
Her original stipulation. It now reads, you are not to be hired as the cardiothoracic chair or for any other job at St. Joseph's. I'm sorry to say this, including janitor.
She can't do that.
I'm afraid she can, and has. I'm truly sorry, Dr. Dixon. I think you would have been a great asset to St. Joseph's. But I don't know why Mrs. Grimaldi had such an abrupt and final change of mind. Do you? Again, I am truly sorry.
There isn't anything you can do, eh?
No, I'm afraid not, Doctor. You know how every hospital rises and falls on its fundraising and its endowments.
Oh, yeah.
My hands are tied.
Mine are, too.
Well, goodbye.
Lisa? I couldn't resist it. It was singing your name.
Oh, Martin. right now. Well, thank you. Oh, how special.
You're very special, lady. Look, I hope I don't offend you.
Oh, no, I don't think you could offend me.
If I say that, well, in the short time I've known you, I have feelings of intrigue and excitement that I haven't felt in a long while.
Well, that's very sweet of you to say that. I'm not sure I'm quite ready to hear it.
Oh, I'm sorry, don't misunderstand me. I merely mean I'd like the pleasure of escorting you during your stay in Hong Kong.
Oh.
May I?
Well, yes, I would like that. I would be honored. I mean, I really would if that's all you want.
Oh, no, I swear it is.
Well, all right, then, of course, I would love that. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you, then. I find you devilishly attractive. It's just that, well, you know, just what I've just been through, all I'm ready for is just simply friendship. That's...
I do understand. Believe me, I know that it'll take a long time to undo the damage that's been done to you. I'd very much like to try.
Well, that's very romantic. I honestly don't think that I am ready for any kind of love, though.
You know, there's a Chinese proverb that says, the heart continues to look for life, but the mind cannot see.
There's really nothing else I can tell you. Damien realized that the corruption at Kingsley Malta was so bad that he couldn't handle it on his own, so he got in touch with Margot Hughes to have her get in touch with the FBI. I'm sorry, Damien didn't tell me any more details of the evidence that he had. I'm sorry.
And unfortunately, he had all the documentation with him on the plane.
You know, I just remember something that I may be important to you that Damien told me. His senior shipping foreman, Umberto Malzone, he told me that he was involved heavily in the corruption there. You should find him.
We tried. We knew about Malzone from a preliminary meeting with your husband. We looked for him first, right after we read the transcript.
Umberto Malzone. You didn't find him?
Malzone has disappeared without a trace. It's as if he never existed. No pictures, nothing.
Oh, he exists, believe me. If he's disappeared, then obviously he's involved in this somehow. Maybe he's guilty. You have to find him.
We're trying, Mrs. Grimaldi. Believe me. Interpol's offices around the world have been alerted, as well as the embassy offices. But personally, I don't hold out much hope. He could be dead.
Or well hidden.
Either way, we'll continue searching. I have to go. Thank you for your time, Mrs. Grimaldi. I'll see you at 5, Mrs. Walsh.
Right.
Goodbye.
He's going to interview Samantha at 5.
Well, if the FBI can't find Umberto, I'll find him myself.
It's spring, your time to bloom. It's Sears Days, our time to shine. It only happens twice a year, when we dig down for the lowest prices on our top brand names. Like select Bridgestone, Michelin, and Guardsman tires. A brand name selection only Sears can offer you for whatever you drive. And you'll save $32 on this Craftsman power-propelled mulching mower. So get to Sears Days today. Spring, there's nothing like it. Sears Days, there's nothing like them.
Give me some of that smile, Kool-Aid smile. Shine some more over my way. 'Cause then the sunshine begins and the clouds run away.
Now Kool-Aid gives him something new to smile about.
Give me some of that smile.
It's strawberry kiwi flavor, tropical fruity fun, and always with vitamin C.
Give me some of that smile.
It's the greatest thing that's happened to a sandwich since sliced bread. The one and only Vlasic sandwich stackers. Ham up your ham.
Wow.
Make it pikey.
Whoa!
Pep it up with the original sandwich stackers from Vlasic. And try new hearty garlic.
What's the difference between Pillsbury cinnamon rolls and packaged ones?
I know. My cinnamon rolls bake up all hot, fresh, and ooey gooey good in minutes, and theirs don't.
Wrap it up, please. Mr. Mason's under arrest.
Are you nuts, Hughes?
Well, one of us is. Cuff him and read him his rights.
I know my damn rights.
Good, he waives the reading. You have a right to be arrested for murder, conspiracy to murder, gun running, and domestic terrorism.
What?
Because your bomb almost blew up my stepmother.
You'll never prove these wild accusations.
I'll prove them and I'll make them stick. Your high-priced suit's just rolled over on you. Your big butt's going bye-bye for the long stretch, Mr. Police Commissioner.
No, you won't get away with this. I've got heavy friends. We're organized. You'll hear from us again.
So I go running over to the hospital, see, because I think maybe Kim is seriously hurt. She and Bob damn near threw me out of the place. So then I go running over to have lunch with Mr. Peterson from St. Joseph's Hospital. I'm pumped sky high because this one I know I'm winning until he tells me that the job stipulations have changed and I'm out, thanks to Lisa Grimaldi.
You lie down with dogs, you get up with fleas.
Ha! I've heard that before. How was your day?
Oh, someone wants to know about my life?
Well, it's certainly going to be better than mine.
Okay. My memoir is going very well. I had a visit from a gentleman from the FBI to inform us that Damien's plane was deliberately sabotaged, so that Damien's death is considered a murder. Samantha's blindness was not caused by an act of God or fate.
What are you talking about?
And this gentleman wished to meet with Mrs. Grimaldi, so naturally I took him out to the farm so that he could meet with Lily. And you can imagine what... Lily is just fine. Lily's a great girl. Lily doesn't have too much confidence in the FBI. So, I mean, she feels that she will go out and find the perpetrator of this crime.
Oh.
We think it is somebody who was working at Kingsley Malta. His name is Malzone, Umberto Malzone. So that was my day. Umberto.
Sweetie, Mommy's not as happy as she usually is today. I heard something sad about your daddy today. Oh, thank God you can't understand what I'm saying. Oh, listen to me. Look at me. Look at me. There's two things I know. I'm gonna find out who hurt Daddy, and I'm gonna make sure no one ever hurts you. Right? Come on.
I served her death warrant last night. Execution's in 30 days.
14 years ago, Cindy Liggett committed an unspeakable crime.
There's nothing left except justice.
She can never change what she did. She can only change who she is.
She's making her stand.
If I die, it's gonna be on my terms.
Sharon Stone,
Got that? My terms.
Last Dance. Rated R. Starts Friday, May 3rd at a theater near you.
Introducing the Olive Garden's new Italian Surf and Turf, a sirloin steak grilled Tuscan style, butterfly shrimp baked with a hearty Italian stuffing, and spicy linguine fra diavolo, all with unlimited breadsticks and salad. Just $12.95 only at the Olive Garden.
To get more out of your toothpaste, start using one that puts more in. One that cares for your gums, too, like dentists recommend. New Mentadent Gum Care fights cavities, tartar, and is clinically proven to help prevent early gum problems. New Mentadent Gum Care toothpaste.
Allow me to present new Ritz Air Crisps, a rather delicate new snack. Slowly savor the delicious flavor and the crispy little air pockets. Never eat more than one at a time.
New Ritz Air Crisps. Crispy, thin, delicious. Inhale them. And now inhale new Toasty Wheat Thins Air Crisps.
They were a legendary family.
A son who was a congressman and the brother of a U.S. senator.
And he fell in love with their world.
Please feel a part of our family.
I need your help. Until the price of belonging.
You killed a girl.
Became a cross too heavy to bear.
I was paid to keep quiet.
Brian Dennehy, Patrick Dempsey, Sherilyn Fenn, and Blair Brown.
I'm gonna confess, Constant.
We were so good to that boy.
Based on Dominique Dunn's best-selling novel.
Are you afraid of him? Yes, I am.
A Season in Purgatory, CBS May 5th.
Where you get your news and who you get it from is one of the most important decisions you make. So make it the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
Children's Clothes by Good Lad of Philadelphia. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.
This is CBS.
Until now, the idea for every new washing machine has come out of every old washing machine. And you won't find any new ideas until you look into this amazing new GE washer. New ideas like the largest capacity tub you can buy to save up to 75 loads a year, our smoothest, quietest spin cycle, and even an enlarged opening for easy loading. Our new GE washer is the best we've ever made because it's just one good idea after another.
I see a lot of people that put up with scratch lenses. LensCrafters DuraLens can help make that problem go away. This is steel wool on a typical scratch-resistant lens, and this is a DuraLens. No other plastic lens is more scratch-resistant than a DuraLens. It's great. Only LensCrafters has them, and even these will be ready in about an hour. DuraLenses help me help people see better. I feel really good about that.
LensCrafters, helping people see better, 1 hour at a time.
Now open in Sunrise Mall, Massapequa.